Winning at craps consistently, or gambling for that matter, I think requires goal setting. And for a couple of reasons. One is I want to have a target to hit. When I go to the casino, I want to have a target in my mind that I'm focused on getting to. That's a part that drives my internal discipline. From a strategy standpoint, having a goal that you're looking to achieve, it makes making a strategy, I think, more fun because you can tune them towards hitting a goal and not just some random series of events. You're actually working towards something. So I don't know, for me, having a goal makes sense. And more to the point, having an attainable goal makes it possible and it gets me fired up. So I'm always jacked up about hitting my goals and talking about goals. As you can see, my goal normally is 20%. It's a nice round number. The math on that is easy. And in fact, what I've done here is I've created something called the 3-unit challenge. That 3-unit challenge is designed to make it quote unquote easy to hit my goal. It makes it easy to manage my rack. It's easy on the brain to understand what I'm going for. And frankly, it is a little bit of a mental game for me because the number 3, nice and small, and it keeps me fired up to keep playing. So with that said, I want to show you the 3-unit challenge and how it rolls into my game and maybe yours. I'm John, this is Pro Craps. Let's take that challenge. So what is my 3-unit challenge? It's actually pretty easy in theory. You start with a bankroll that's sized at 15 units, whatever the unit size is. If it's blacks, greens, reds, it doesn't matter. Looking to win 3 of those units. So for example, if you're at the black level, 15 black chips, $1,500, looking to win 3 black chips. At the green level, it's $375, 15 green chips, looking to win $75. If it's at the $10 table, the red level, $150, looking to win 30. It's really, quote unquote, that easy to manage your rack. I like this system because 3 is easy to remember. I can look down and know where I am as I'm kind of working the table there. And at the end of the day, I hit my goals and it keeps me focused and disciplined. If I can win 20%, 80% of the time that I go, we're gonna come out ahead over the course of time. And that's what I'm looking for, is a way to win consistently. Now, that's not easy to do. Strategies have to be tuned to work this way, and the dice have to cooperate, of course. But in theory, the 3-unit challenge, I think, makes it, to me, a little more engaging to make my strategy. So with that said, what I want to do here is go to the table and show it to you a little bit in chips. I also want to show you a spreadsheet that I made that helps me sort of stay on track, stay on goal, and makes this, I think, make a little more sense with actual numbers. So let's go. I want to share with you really quick my spreadsheet that I use for goal setting and planning when I go. So this is a long-term goal here. What I'm looking at here is winning $10,000 over the course of, let's say, the summer, so 3 months. If that's my goal, and I go twice a week, this is telling me that to hit my goal, I need to win about $850 a week, or 4.25 each time I go. Seems like a lot, but if you're gonna follow the 3-unit challenge or a 20% goal, it's the same thing as winning 20% out of $100, right? Look over here. The bankroll that we need to get this done is $2,125. 425 is 20% of that bankroll size. And if we break that down into units of 15, 3-unit challenge style, our unit is 150. We got to win that 3 times to win 450, which basically gets us at goal. And what I do here at the bottom section, I think, is important. We've talked about this in the past, which is how often do you have to win? And again, at your bet level, we'll decide how many wins you have to get to achieve the goal. So if you're betting, again, the one in blue here is obvious. If you're betting at your goal level, 3 wins and you're out. But it's going to require a lot of bankroll on the table to make that happen. If you're going to go low style and bet at the $10 level to win the 425, which is our goal, it's going to take about 43 wins to get there, which is insane. Winning 43 times at any one table session is almost impossible. Even if you consider that a hit on a number that you press up and then collect down, you can count that as 2 wins. That's a tough, tall order to win 43 times. And it makes, hopefully it makes sense why we're chasing and losing when you're at that lower level, trying to win too much money. So I believe that as your goal scales up, your bet size has to scale up too, because you want to have to win, to me, less often. Winning 17 times at the $25 level, that's a little bit more achievable than trying to win 43 times. Now, the other side of that, at the black level, nice, win 4 times or win 3 times and you're out. However, at the black level, you're putting so much of your bankroll at risk to win $100. it might become tough to sustain. But anyway, this is how I look at my planning session. And again, I go in there knowing I've got to win X number of times to hit the 20% goal, and I manage my rack and my bet style and my strategy accordingly. I want to show you this sheet really quick because I made a statement earlier that said if you can win 20%, 80% of the time over time, you'll end up out ahead. And here's what this looks like. Let's take a simple number like $1,000, okay? If you win 20% of $1,000, that's $200. And if you can do that 80% of the time, that means you're gonna win $1,600 over 10 sessions. If your stop loss is 50%, so the 20% of the time that you don't win your goal, you're gonna lose half of your money, you'll lose $1,000. So you're out ahead $600 or 6% over the course of 10 sessions. Now, if you can sustain that, you're gonna have some losing sessions, but if you can win 80% or way more often than you lose, and your strategies are tuned to get you into that level, you're gonna come out a little bit more ahead over time. If you can stretch it out and change your win goal to 25%, and maybe your stop loss is 40%, you can up your win rate over time. It just depends on how you play it, how aggressive or how passive you are, and how good and tuned your strategies are. And the main thing is how disciplined you are at getting the hell out of there when you hit your goals. But it is possible to win consistently over time if you're hitting your goals. And again, you can't hit a goal unless you know the goal and unless you're disciplined about hitting your goal. All right, let's put a quick visual here on the 3-unit challenge. So what I've got here is a $1,500 bankroll in black chips. We have $1,000 there and $500 here. Now, again, the goal is break your bankroll down into 15 chunks. And again, I've done it with blacks because it's easy to see and calculate. There's 15 units, looking to win 1, 2, 3 units. That's the challenge. This here, 20% of this. Nice and easy to remember. There's 100 ways to get there, right? Whatever strategy you want to employ to win you those 3 units is fine. What I want to do here quickly, though, is give you a sense of just some ways to approach it from the mental standpoint. We've talked about how many wins does it take? How often do you have to win to achieve that goal right there? So let's go ahead and rack this all up, and we'll go through a couple of options. Now, one thing we can do is to go big. We talked about, again, the frequency of wins. If you want to get out of here in one shot, you can certainly do that, right? We can go with 1,200 or 1,200 on the inside, like so. And at 1,200 inside, what ends up happening is the 6 and the 8, well, that's nice. They win 350. You're at goal. There's your 3 units right there, plus a little bit of extra. If it's a 5 and 9 that happen to hit, even better, because they're going to win at the $300 level, $420. Also, great, you're in and out in one shot. However, the downside to this approach, obviously, is how exposed you are. You have most of your bankroll out there, and if the dreaded 7 comes at this moment, your 3-unit challenge just turned into a 15-unit challenge because you lost 12. You have 3 left in your rack, and you've got to win back your 15 plus 3. That's a tall order right there. So you put the lion's share of your bankroll at risk. Obviously, you got more work to do. Now, another option that we have is to break it down. There's no law that says you have to bet at your unit size. You can certainly take 4 blacks and turn that in for some greens and some reds and go at a smaller level, right? Why can't we go with a little bit of 330 on the inside here and have 75 on the 5 and 9 and 90 on the 6 and the 8? And in that case, we're looking to win what? 105 on each hit? Each one pays 105. Now you're down to needing 3 hits to achieve your goal. Instead of 1, you need 3. So again, you have to win more often to hit goal, but you've only got a quarter of your bankroll at risk versus almost your entire bankroll at risk. That's an option you can explore as well. Again, lower your spread, increase your time out there a little bit, and still be able to achieve goal. Again, visually, you know, each time you win, you're 1/3 of the way towards your goal. And when you get to here, you know that you're done and you've done your work. All right, let's break this down one more time, and we'll look at our last option. So if you want to put even less money at risk, maybe grind it out some more. And again, this is going to take a lot more wins to do. You could go 1 black chip at a time and go with something like, I don't know, a 96 across situation. And again, this will take more time, when you're doing this, $4 change, of course, now you've got to win about 30 times at this level, at the $15 level, to achieve goal. A lot less at risk. You have 15 chances now with 96 across to hit a good roll and perhaps win 100 or 200 as you go. Again, the more you win, stack up your goal. There's one, there's two, and when you get to your third one, you can be done. This will take a while. It's less risky in terms of bankroll exposure, but it's more risky in terms of the amount of time it's going to take. I think playing for this level of win with this level of bet can be a risky situation. All right, let's clean this up. There's 100 other ways to get there. I mean, you can be playing on the don't pass with a load of odds. You can be playing on the pass line, taking odds behind. You can run a don't come progression. You can run come bets with odds. You can do anything. You can do a ladder system. You can do a martingale. You can do a progression betting system, whatever it takes to get to your goal. And again, that comes down to your personal play style, your strategic thinking, and the way that you want to go about it, really. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that you take 15 and earn 3. Get to that 20% and track yourself as you go. As you're winning, you're making sure that your rack, you know when you get to that third unit, when to pull the plug and be disciplined enough to have hit goal and cash out. So there's our 3-unit challenge. Again, it's simple in theory, right? You're looking to break your bankroll down, at least mentally, into 15 units to see what 3 units looks like, and that's your target. Win 3 units out of 15. Again, you don't need to play each unit at that size. You're looking to win 3 units out of a 15-unit bankroll size. That's going to be your 20%. If you can get to 20%, 80% of the time, you're going to come out ahead in the long run. Now, with that said, I'd like to know what strategies you play to achieve these kind of goals. Drop me a note in the comments. You can always email me, john@procraps.net, and I'd like to know what strategies you're employing to help you get to a nice, attainable, repeatable, consistent 20% goal. I'm John. This is Procraps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.